it. It's no worse than anything else.
I'll start
We
recording.
just roll with it.
Yeah. That's kind of what we do anyway. So
fair. I mean, we're a very professional show. We're always on the up and up.
Extremely professional, well edited.
I'm glad we got the memo on wearing hoodies.
Yep. I'm just not
like wear mine appropriately though.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm in a
gonna wear like this the rest of the show.
Right. Just the both of us just kind of just
we're just literally trying to hide out from the world in our podcast world. And
it's kind of what it feels like right now.
I don't know if I can cinch it any tighter, but I'm trying to get it so the existential dread can't get in.
It's
I'm like, I need
it's
to do
Kenny
this
from
so
South Park tight. All right, I don't like that.
That's good.
The camera doesn't like that either. Oh, so hey, this is the podcast. This is us. I don't know. Both of us. This is we're recording on a Saturday, which we really usually don't do.
Weird day for us, but
and I think this is the reason why. I don't know. We're kind of a hit and miss. You know, sometimes when we record on the weekends, we're really anxious and excited. But I think this is the flip side of that. I think this is when we're just kind of like, you know what? We both had really long and hard weeks, and
we're just exhausted, and now we're just blowing off steam. Which is, this is kind of the other reason we started this podcast, was just to commiserate.
Yeah. Right, exactly. So
I'm doing it wrong because I'm drinking a lime seltzer water.
Oh my gosh, that's funny.
Well, I just got done. So usually my Saturday routine is it's like Mom and Zook's day. So, we did all the fun things. We watched TV. We played in the snow. We did Shrinky Dinks. Made peanut butter jelly sandwiches. And then while Zook takes a nap, I do editing and work on my writing. So I had a couple beers. So it tells you about my editing process. It is dicey. And I was like, I should probably swing the other way and maybe have level out because I still got to make supper tonight. So
yeah. I went out and I bought a couple of different I got a variety pack, and then I also picked up a coffee beer. That was, I mean, it's more of a coffee than a beer. A hard coffee. There you go. That's what it is. Not the PBR one, but some other generic one.
Bad, actually.
No, it wasn't bad at all.
The PBR one. I was kind of surprised, but
the PBR one is actually a little too smooth for me. It has got a little too much milk, too much lactose in it.
Okay. I like a coffee beer that kind of fucks me up a little bit,
Well, I do like, I drink my coffee black. So, I mean, that's what I'm used to, is just drinking the coffee black. So so that's kind of what I want. And this one that I had, it was $6 off. It was $5 for a 4-pack. And I was like, well, I can't go wrong with trying this one. Yeah. So I had it, and it was actually pretty good. It was, I was actually pleasantly surprised that it wasn't overly sweet. But I also picked up a bottle of Screwball peanut butter whiskey and put a shot into there too. So it tasted like a peanut butter cup. Yeah, it tasted like a peanut butter cup, so it was a little bit like chocolate with the coffee.
That's the part a little bit.
Yeah, it was a little bit, but
I mean, look at the weather
cup
outside. You need something that's gonna do something.
So yeah, so now I'm drinking one of the things that was from Sweetwater Brewing Company, and it is almond milk stout. Yeah, so it's got it's a milk stout, but not with lactose, and but with like almond milk instead. So
it can make your tummy happy, and everybody else that lives with you.
Yeah, exactly. I like it when it agrees with me. So
yes.
Got a little bit of a hint of almond to it, so it's different. It's good.
Zooks agrees.
Yeah, good.
I need to pick some up because I ordered some and they're still sitting at the brewery. But we had the Valentine Crush beer premiere last week, and that was delicious.
Yes,
it is very deadly. It was 8% alcohol by volume, and everyone kept buying them for me. So I probably had like 6 or 7 of those. Oh my gosh, I haven't been that hungover in ever. I was like, I would much rather have COVID. This is so bad. Like, I am an old lady. I can't drink that kind of drinks anymore.
It was good. It reminded me of like a rosé, you know.
Like it was very, up front, it was very tart and sweet. But it kind of, what's my computer doing? It kind of like, it finished nice. So I don't know.
Yeah.
Like I said, by the end, you're drinking so many, you can't really tell. And yeah, dangerous.
They're dangerous.
But I
That's
didn't
probably
keep it in
definitely the
cans. I was
best
like,
way.
well, that's kind of a keepsake. Probably should do that.
Yeah, I did keep one of the cans myself, so
Yeah,
I
and
have
I
it
know
right
they've got a
next to
couple
my.
kegs, so we might look at getting a keg party sometime too with it.
Oh, nice. I got a bottle of Holoji hot sauce that's emptied out and that I kept off to the side, so I got it right there next to that bottle.
Nice. Now you just gotta get another bottle.
Yeah. Well, I'm working on it. I'm just finishing up 2 more hot sauces that I have that I just bought recently. So
Yeah, ours gets worked out pretty good. It's almost gone, so I'm like, well, just another excuse to try a different flavor.
yes, exactly.
Referencing a hot sauce, local hot sauce made in Brookings. A good friend of ours, Nick Curry. Previous episode, I don't know what episode it is, but maybe we can put it in the show notes. But yes, we talk about it and we tweet about it a lot because it's the best hot sauce.
Very good. It's very good.
As
it's got
hot
a good
sauce
flavor
lovers.
Yeah, I wonder if so I know that Mike, one of our listeners, Ill Reverend Mike, he got a 6-pack of it. He got the whole thing. So I wonder if what his thoughts were on it. I haven't didn't ask him yet.
I really want to pick up the curry one. I know it wasn't the hottest one, but just had my friend Nick over and we made tacos for a role playing night, and he loved it because he's like, this is a good heat. Like it hurts, but it's good. And I was talking about the curry one because I'm like, yeah, I thought that'd be fantastic to make like hot wings with because I really like the curry wings they have at Buffalo Wild Wings. So I think you can make a really good sauce with that.
Yeah.
Can you tell it's almost dinner time? Beer, talking food. Leads me into, I guess, my first thing I'm getting into. It's burger battle season, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I've only had 2 burgers, but this is like my favorite time of year, and I love that my feed is full of people like taking pictures of their food and talking about it because that's kind of my favorite reason the internet exists. I love your food pictures, everybody.
Keep them coming.
And I like how, so the first one I had was the Elvis impersonator. This was the burger that had plantains and like crunched peanuts. It had like a sweet sauce on it and candied bacon. It was okay. Like,
yeah.
You couldn't taste a lot of the complexity because the burger patty was so huge. I don't know what size it was. And it was a good, like a handmade, you could tell it wasn't just like the Cisco frozen patty, but the flavor of the beef overpowered everything else. So you kind of lost the texture and the flavor.
Oh.
So yeah, it's still a good burger, like 3 out of 5 stars, but definitely not a champion burger.
Yeah, no. It's and that's the one thing with it kind of sounds gimmicky, which sometimes a gimmick burger is okay, but a lot of times
gimmick burgers.
Yeah. Well, it seemed like there was 3 or 4 different burgers that had jalapenos or jalapeno poppers.
I did try Tommy Jack's, which is a bar here in town that actually has really good food. They had the jalapeno popper burger, and it's my favorite right now out of the 2.
Out of the 2, yeah.
But again, like that hand pressed patty, it had a really good, like fresh, almost like a slider style bun, and just it was really good. A simple burger too. Like it didn't have tons of bullshit on there. You could actually pick it up and eat it, which is my favorite thing. I don't like those burgers that are like 2 feet tall and just have a bunch of junk on there.
Yeah.
I've heard good things about Dada's has a meatloaf burger. They're like meatloaf sliders. Sounds really weird, other than being pretty expensive. I guess it sounds like it's a meal you're supposed to share because it comes with like a bag of French fries and it's like $30. Yeah, I was like, forget that. So maybe like bring a group of friends, but I'm eager to try that just because somebody said it knocked everything off their list and was the top. So trying to follow everybody else so I can pick and choose. There's no way I could eat 26 burgers in a month. I have pants to fit into
Right, right.
sometimes.
Well, and that's the sad thing about it, is that there has to have so many burgers on it. It's great that you're involving more people, but keep it to 12 burgers. Do something
Yeah.
like that. I think
I mean, application process, because like I
right.
said, like you'd said, like some are just like, these are bullshit burgers. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
Uh,
And I'm sorry. The only time that I would be going to 81, which is an arcade bar, to be able to go there for their food, is the Burger Battle. Because I think they make some other bar food type stuff,
yeah, I
but
think they have like a little easy bake oven for making pizza. So I don't even
right.
know how the burgers are getting made. Do they even have a kitchen there?
Yeah. So it's like it turns into a gimmick that for them to have a burger. Now there's been people that have been talking about how there's like Papa Woody's, they won last year, and they're mostly known as being a pizza place,
Yeah.
and they don't think that should be allowed. I don't think that's true.
No, I don't think so either.
I think actually, this is what I think what should happen is that anyone that makes a burger and is a part of the Burger Battle, they should keep that at least on their menu for a good amount of time. They don't have to have that on there forever, but I never understand when these restaurants, they introduce a burger for the Burger Battle, people are trying them and everything, and then they go away. It's
Right.
like, well, what about the rest of us that couldn't get to those 27 burgers?
Or middle of winter and there's a pandemic.
Yes, it's like, I'd love to be able to try some of those burgers, but I'm not going to be able to do all of it during the same month.
Right. Well, and that's why I like Falls Landing. It's a bar restaurant and a hotel, and I think they have some of the best food. But they have a burger on there that was, I think it was actually a couple of years Burger Battle winner, the Valhalla burger. It is excellent, as you know.
Yes,
I haven't tried theirs yet, but their burgers are always excellent. So I'm really, they're on the list for sure.
Right. So I just, some of these bars that they don't typically have it, and I mean, there's
I always think this is funny. So JL Beers, all they do is burgers. I
right.
think they have chicken sandwiches now, but they always famously have like the worst burger on the Burger Battle, which I find hilarious.
Well, and unfortunately, that's because it's nothing new. It's always something,
a regular menu item. They're like, hey, here's number 4. It's always number 4. Enjoy.
Right. I don't know. I mean, JL Beers has some great burgers.
They do have great burgers, but I mean, everyone else is bringing their A game, and they're just, doing the same old.
Yeah, they're just skirting by.
Yeah, these are hot takes on. I could get into this.
Right.
All about the hot burger takes. Please send us your burgers. We love burgers. I'm actually making burgers tonight, so.
I had a conversation with someone just last week talking about how I love on burgers, I love having peanut butter and a fried egg. And they're just I've heard of a fried egg, but peanut butter, I never thought of
I was skeptical. It really is pretty excellent, especially when you get a little heat in there too.
Yeah.
Slice with the peanut butter. I feel like that plantain burger would have benefited from some peanut butter. They had crunched peanut butter on there.
Yeah.
It kind of ruined the texture. So.
Right. Well, on plantains, I if you're gonna do an Elvis burger, do it with bananas. Don't do it with plantains.
Well, I asked the waitress about that. I was like, why did you guys do plantains instead of bananas? And she said they just like dissolve. They just become goo and like pour off the bun. I was like, I mean, that could work too, but
I mean, that's why I like a fried egg.
A little firmer.
Yeah.
Stand up to the heat better. So, I'm like, well, maybe you guys could have whipped the peanut butter and the bananas together and made a sauce. Like,
there you go.
That idea might have some legs. Put a little hot. I think there's a little heat.
I think the idea is there. I think that it's a good idea. But yeah, I think
execution just failed.
Yeah. They're trying to be too fancy.
Mm-hmm. Pinky's awesome.
Yeah. Like your son earlier today.
It's very fancy. I don't know where he gets it from because it's not me.
Must be.
If it was, he'd be like, Mom, put my sippy cup in a koozie. That's right, because you don't want your hands to get cold. That a boy.
No, of course.
Yeah.
All right. So you were talking about hot takes. So I'm going to transition to one of the things. One of the things that I'm getting into And if anyone hasn't heard of it yet or seen, was on another podcast. And
Oh yeah.
the thing that I can get into is getting onto other podcasts and just starting to take over whatever they do. So I was on the podcast Review It Yourself. I can't do it the way that he does it. And every time I hear him do it, you reviewed it yourself, it's I can't get to do it. But anyway, we reviewed the movie American Werewolf in London, and basically it was just me giving one big hot take.
And then you'd never seen the movie before this, right? So this was your
it was pretty much my first time. Okay. Yeah. I seen so I knew about the transformation, because I think that's a iconic part in film, having that werewolf transformation of him changing into a werewolf.
Yeah.
I never realized how long it was, but it's a 2-minute transformation of him turning into a werewolf. It's just they're just
it does go on.
It was but for the most part, I mean, I didn't really enjoy the movie, and Sean,
he wasn't prepared for, was he?
Yeah, no, he was not prepared for me kind of just shitting all over one of his my favorite movies.
Yeah, it's hard for you to listen to someone tell you your baby's ugly,
But you know what? Sometimes people need to know that.
Sometimes you gotta hear it. Sometimes you gotta hear it. Exactly. I mean, I'm familiar with the movie, and I'm like, I know of it mostly because of the special effects too. And I'm just like, yeah, it's got some really groundbreaking filmmaking, but it's not a great film.
Yes.
It kind of drags.
Yes.
But I did listen to your guys' episode, and it's fantastic.
We had a lot of fun.
Laughed a lot. It's definitely worth checking out.
Yeah, we had a lot.
You guys had a lot of fun.
Yeah. So now you have you're gonna be actually recording with him here soon too,
so
right?
Sean reached out to me and was like, "Well, it's the other half. Do you want to come on?" So we recorded it. Was it Wednesday or Thursday night?
Okay.
This last week, and we did Con Air.
Yes.
Which was great because obviously I'm a huge Nick Cage fan. Con Air is one of the greatest Nick Cage movies ever, and it was his first time seeing it, so it was great to get his reactions and really kind of we got really dug into how action films have really changed since the 90s, and a lot of the tropes and stuff, but just enjoying just a really over the top goofy movie. So
nice.
If you haven't watched Con Air, seriously.
I love Con Air. I think Con Air is one of my favorite Nick Cage movies.
It's so great. Well, the other Nick Cage movie we talked about that we love is Face Off. So he said we may have to schedule another one with the three of us to talk Face Off. And I was like, well, you're going to have to block 4 hours because button up, Buttercup. I know it's one of my favorite movies. I know everything about it, and it's going to be nerdy.
Absolutely.
He's like, okay.
As it should be.
Yes. So yes, we'll get the links out there for folks. But super fun. And if anybody listening is like, I have a podcast, and you want us to come on your show, we'll come on your show. We'll crash the party.
Absolutely.
We'll bring the hot takes.
Either that, or else if you want to come on to our show, feel free to do that. It's as well.
Definitely.
Excellent. So what else are you getting into here last couple weeks?
Mostly kind of getting back into crafty stuff. It's been really, really cold here in the Midwest, and also COVID is going crazy. So we've been trying to be more at home, and for me, that's been just finding more hobbies, because that is my thing. I like hobbies. So just been doing a lot of painting. I recently found an unopened bag of Shrinky Dink papers, so I've been making a bunch of Shrinky Dinks. For anybody not familiar with this amazing product, it is sheets of paper that you draw on, and you put them in the oven for 2 minutes, and then they shrink down and turn hard, like plastic. So
it shrinks down to about a third of its size.
Smaller than that even. I mean, they're just teeny. I mean, hence the dinky part of the shrink. So today me and Zooks made Shrinky Dink mushrooms, of course. But I've been just kind of doodling and then putting them in the oven and watching them get small. It's the little
Right.
joy in life that I have. We're
So
all
now when
trying
you're
to find something that sparks joy. And I'm going to tell you guys, Shrinky Dinks, worth the investment.
So now you're the person that probably when you put it in the oven, you're looking through the window the whole time.
Oh yeah, we got the light on and we're all just like, whoa, because they kind of curl up and they flatten. I was trying to find them, but I think you have to order them online. They also have printable ones, so you can put them in your jet printer. And so I'm like, oh, that's the next level. I need to go and like Photoshop things and then print out stuff. So
Oh my
they have to
gosh.
be, yeah. The nerdiness is just going to continue as we all go stir crazy in the middle of winter.
Right.
This is just how we pass the time.
Yes, yes. Try to find new things we can get into, new ways we can torture each other. Sometimes
Yes.
sometimes
Oh.
that's by cooking different things, and
Yeah, like I said, you'll never meet people that are trying so hard to just not go crazy than people in the Midwest in the winter.
right.
That's why I was hoping we'd get more snow. Like I said, we were supposed to like right in that edge, like anywhere from 1 inch to 100 inches, and we
Right.
got like 1.5 inches, which sucks because I'm like I wanted to go snowshoeing. We were gonna go sledding.
No,
I
it
know
was
there'll
not
be
a
other
good.
snowstorms.
It wasn't a good snow for snowshoeing either.
No,
It was
it's really that crumbly stuff, but
yes.
which I guess is better than the wet stuff. But I mean, anything else, I'll take anything right now that's ground cover.
Yeah, last night I came home last night from traveling, and I had to get a Lyft ride home because Donna wouldn't come pick me up because she didn't want to go out driving.
It was
And
it was pretty bad. I mean, it was coming
it
down
was
pretty good
bad.
about
There was
most
the
of the afternoon.
visibility was a lot worse than I was expecting, actually.
Yeah, there was like 2 hours in the afternoon or the even early evening where it was bad. I'm like, people should just get off the road, but
Yeah.
you can't tell us anything around here.
No. You can't infringe our civil liberties.
That's right. It's my freedom to careen through this intersection and crash into that pole. Damn it!
Absolutely. And who cares if my license is already suspended?
That's right. I don't need big government following my car.
Oh, the reason why I laugh is because it's actually very, very true.
Oh yeah. I mean, every day you lose just a little bit more, little shreds of respect that you have for your fellow man.
Oh, I know. I just realized you're wearing a Bruiser Queen sweatshirt.
I am.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, they were doing a little thing. Gosh, it was like right right before Christmas, and they were doing a little thing. They had a new design. I should show you the back. So it's got like a cool little like,
oh, nice
vampire
That's
guy
awesome.
on it. But they were doing a little sale online. I was like, I need one Christmas present to me.
That's cool.
Yeah, Jason designs a lot of the merch, and he does a great job. So
yeah,
I'm pretty sure Jason just take credit for it.
Oh, it was nice seeing a couple members of Bruiser Queen at the premiere last week too.
Yeah, we had a number of the musicians come up. Like I said, it was such a whirlwind weekend. I feel bad I didn't get to see anybody. And then, of course, I was so hungover on Saturday. Kristen's like, do you want to go to lunch? I'm like, I can't keep food down. I'm going to blame this on being old, but this is just how my body's always operated. I've never been able to hang.
Kristen's like, well, this is just any other night in Nashville. So
yeah, I know. I was like, I'll make it up to you. One of these days we'll get down to Nashville and you can take us around and I'll try not to be hungover all weekend.
You might have to pace yourself a little bit.
Yeah, I'll stick to the seltzer waters, I guess.
There you go.
No, but it was fun. We had the screenings, they went great, and I actually ended up being on the news this last week, so we've gotten a lot of really good press, and now we've got February coming up, so we're hoping to schedule some Valentine's Day screenings.
Oh,
I
nice.
don't have any details yet, but maybe something out on the West Coast. So that happens. I'm flying and I'm bringing my roller skates. So hopefully
awesome.
the next show we have, I'll have some details, but that would be pretty fun.
Excellent. Yeah, we're gonna have to post that on Twitter as well, just to make sure that we get that out there and try to get more people out there, or as many people as possible out there.
I know, especially if you guys show up in roller skates. How cool would that be?
That'd be awesome. Actually, we'll have some people. We'll have Mike show up with his announcing type of gear. Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Oh, we need the non-skaters and the skaters to show up.
I'll give a heads up warning to Mike right now though for the movie. Dick Ritchie, the announcer during the
Oh,
during the movie, he does a great job bringing energy to the role and all. However, the way that he announced just makes my announcer blood boil.
your hackles are up. What?
Oh,
Awarded a penalty point? What is this?
yes, and every other sentence was, "It looks like this has happened. It looks like that's
Well,
happened." I'm like, "Oh, I know you want to say that, but that's not what you do as an announcer."
well, and it's funny because Kevin actually we had somebody to play Dick Ritchie, and like literally like 3 days before we were to shoot, the person's like, I can't do it. I can't get out of work.
Right.
We're like, F. So we're like we're calling anyone we can, like, we just need a guy to be Dick Ritchie. Well,
Yeah.
a friend's hairdresser was just like, I'll come and do it. And oh my God. So like all the outfits he wore in the movie were his own. Like he came with his own wardrobe, and I'm just
Oh
like,
my
this is
gosh.
great. But he had no time to learn any lines.
Yeah.
He was just
Yeah.
like ad-libbing everything, but he was so animated and hilarious. We're just like, just keep it. Like,
Granted, he
it
was,
almost
yes.
makes it better because we've all been to those games where you're
Yes.
skating and like the home announcer saying things. You're just like, is he watching the same game? Does he know this is roller derby? Yeah. So I mean, it kind of works, I think, on that level because we've all been there.
Yeah,
But
it does.
you're right. For any seasoned announcer, well, and any referee too. So we had one ref. And everyone's like,
Yes.
what's going on here? Why aren't there all these whistles? Why are these penalties being lost?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like,
No.
okay, let's not pretend we haven't been to the Wild West Derby games, guys. How many NSOs? 3 NSOs? Really? All right.
Right. Right.
Not
That's
sanctioned,
it.
so
Okay.
it's fine.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Always the famous last words. It's unsanctioned, so it's fine.
Yes. Yes. I don't
So
know how
funny.
many times I've heard those words either.
Oh yeah.
It's
Well, and that's another, I guess, the thing I'm getting into. I haven't done a lot of like television writing stuff, but somebody had talked to me. It was just like, you should really write a roller derby like TV show.
oh,
Oh, so
okay.
now I'm trying to write a roller derby TV show because that would be great, wouldn't it?
Oh man, that there's so many stories that you could have as
Yeah.
a
Well, I'm
part of
like,
it.
you could just, yeah, there's so much drama. I'm like, every season you would have something because God
Yeah.
knows between you and I, we know all the stuff. You know, people get
Oh.
injured, people get knocked up, people break up.
Oh
There's all
yeah.
the little things that, you know, break teams apart and bring them back together again. So
Mhm.
yeah, we'll see how that goes. It's been writing the outline this last week and it's been kind of getting me through the week. Hi, Zeus, you gonna say hi? Nope.
Hi, Zooks.
And he gone.
Oh, he runs away.
I know. We almost had a guest.
We could have interviewed him.
Yeah. He's getting into Legos and markers by the looks of it. Mostly completely covered in marker right now, but we're
Oh,
good.
my.
It's washable.
It's fine. It's
Yeah,
fine.
this is fine.
This is fine. Well, I can also tell you that I should probably say I'm officially getting into
Say it.
Wordle.
I'll say,
Yep.
confess it. You've
Yep.
joined the Wordle cult.
Since I accidentally posted using the
I know. I was like, you're busted.
yep. That's all right. I'm okay with it. Have you actually, you know what Wordle is? Have you played
Yes,
Wordle
I
yet?
know what Wordle is.
Okay.
I've not played it yet, but I do like cheer people on when they post their successful Wordles. I'm like, good for you. Because I think for
Yes.
some people, it kind of makes or breaks their day now.
Right.
We had Bones days and now we have Wordle.
Well, for the longest time, you'd see all these white and yellow
boxes.
things. Yeah. And nothing was
What kind of
explained
code is
to
this?
it.
What are they telling me?
Right. So I'm just like, I gotta find out. So eventually I just looked it up. I did a Google search on Wordle. I'm just like, oh, so you're meaning that this is kind of like a word version of Mastermind? And I was like, oh, I loved playing Mastermind as a kid. Well, hell, even as an adult. Being able to guess whatever that secret code is or the secret colors and how it is. So that they put that together with words. I love Donna and I, we both have Wordscapes on our phones, the app, and we always love it that we do the daily one. We'll race each other on doing the daily Wordscape. And it kind of feels the same way with Wordle. I mean, it's not a race, but it's simple that you take this 5-letter word and you try to guess what it is by putting in the random letters. And it's really nice because it shows you when you have the right letter, but it's in the wrong position,
Oh, sure,
or
sure.
the right letter in the right position. And they have the alphabet right there on screen for you. So it's real easy to be able to go through it and try to figure out. I only one time I went to the full 6 chances, but I've never not won yet. So I was like, I don't know how, but I mean, there's a lot of words out there. I keep trying to think of, asking people what their strategy is.
Oh, yeah.
Um, but the only thing that I'm worried about is that once I find the best strategy, then it's
It won't be
not
fun
going to
anymore.
be it's not going to be a challenge anymore.
Yeah.
So I was trying to think of, I'm trying to think of, all right, what is the best ways to be able to have, the very first word to be able to get as many letters as possible. So far I've been doing shirt is my first one because I have an S, a T, an I in there. And just today I was like, okay, after shirt I tried touch, to be able to get the O and the U in there.
Yep.
And after those, it really only took
Gets
one
you
or
down
two.
a rabbit hole where you can kind of feel things out better.
Yeah. So it's like, okay, so you kind of think of the whole Wheel of Fortune thing, the RSTLNE, and then you have the other 3 letters and vowel. And it's just like, okay, what can we do? How can we put a word together that does all of that? So
I think the hardest part of that is like getting yourself out of that thing where you're just like you fixate on something, right? And it just throws your whole thing off. And it's just like, oh, why does my brain work this way?
Well, and it I don't know, it's a blessing and a curse that it's only released one of them is released a day.
Yep.
Because you do it and you're just like, I mean, you kind of get that fix of, oh gosh, that was fun. I did good, but I bet I could do better, and I want to do another one right away. Nope, you have to wait another day.
No, I think that's smart.
Yeah. So it's really smart
too.
Yeah,
like I said, everyone posts theirs and it's just like, okay, who did it the fastest?
Right, exactly. It's been a lot of fun. Trying to do that and get into it. I know it's, for some people that they've they've cursed it out. It's just like, I'm tired of seeing your tiles anymore. I don't want to see those. Like, yeah, but
you know what? We're gonna, I just say whatever brings you happiness right now, as long as it doesn't hurt anybody else, freaking do it.
Right, exactly. There is another game that I've been playing that recently that I've been absolutely in love with, when it works. So it hasn't been very, very consistent, but on Facebook, they have a new game called Pac-Man Community. Okay. And what they do is that they have the ability to be able to have people create mazes. So kind of like a Super Mario Maker type of scenario where you can create your own mazes and other people play them. But it's also the concept of 4 people are working together to try to get the highest scores possible. And there's no other way that you can communicate to them. But you really just hope that you get people that are playing with you that one will play the whole time, because most of the time people just cut off. They're not there. Another part of the time it seems like that there's some robotic things going on there, like someone put in a bot to be able to do it because it makes really weird movements. But when you get 2 people at least to be able to start to see what your patterns are, when you go left they go right, so that you're getting the most amount of pellets. And to be able to not get that power pellet right away, but to wait until someone is close enough to a ghost, where you can actually get the more points that the ghosts have, and to be able to rack up that high score. That's been really, really fun and interesting to be able to do that. But you have to have a lot of patience because coming across a good player is not very easy.
I believe it.
Yeah, and the fact that it's on Facebook, you have to play through Facebook to do it. I swear they do a different group of people that are using it on a phone as opposed to on a computer.
Okay.
So I like playing it on the computer because I got the arrow keys and I can use the arrow keys to go
It's
around.
a lot easier to just kind of maneuver.
Oh yeah. So if I do it on the phone, it has a virtual joystick that you're supposed to use, and you know, in order to be able to go between up and left
really
or something
awkward.
like that, it's hard. It's awkward. Yeah. Sometimes you end up going a way that you're not expecting to, and then all of a sudden, all that work you did just goes goes up in smoke. But that's been a lot of fun being able to get into and being able to do that. I wish that there was a way that you can invite friends and actually play with friends instead of just going in with random people every time.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Yeah, but it's been really fun being able to try to get high up on the leaderboard for that.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't really gotten into any games yet, but I'll have to check that one out. It sounds fun.
Yeah, especially since it brings in, you know, Pac-Man. I mean, everyone loves
Pac-Man.
Yeah, and it's the real simple concept. So they do have it. Once you start playing it, you end up getting, because you're in the Facebook database, you know. Yeah. So it'll keep on showing up that the Pac-Man community, you can actually watch other people playing and try to affect what they're doing by either giving Pac-Man the ability to go faster than everyone else, or going on the ghost side of things and making the ghosts go faster and trying to kill the person that's playing the game.
Thanks.
Yeah. So that's been fun trying to get into as well.
It helps.
Oh. Yep. Zook's got a story. Zooks, are you gonna? Oh, there he goes.
There he goes. He has this little remote control he found for like a light that doesn't work anymore, and now it's his phone. So he's like reached full Karen mode, where if he's not happy, he'll like whip his phone out and call somebody.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know who he's calling, but like, you calling the manager? You calling mom's manager? Good luck with that kid. Mom said I can't have chocolate milk. Can you fire her?
Yeah, exactly.
You've created a monster.
Oh my goodness. I was in Franklin's today. Oh my gosh. I was in Franklin's, and I usually go there to be able to get a really cheap hamburger.
Oh yeah.
And there was, I didn't see it, but supposedly the one of the people that has a bird on their shoulders was inside there, and there was another person that was there that was absolutely not happy about it.
Not having it, huh?
No. She talked to every person, every employee there. It's like, do you know anything about that guy with a bird on his shoulder? Is that some kind of a food service thing? Yeah. It is he supposed to be in here? Is he allowed to do that? And everyone just said to her, I don't know.
I just work here. Like,
yeah.
The standard response for every like hourly employee, ma'am, I just work here.
Right.
What do you want me to do? Like, he's not even here anymore.
Yeah, I didn't see him. He probably wasn't there, but she was like, she was upset.
There's many times where I just ask, like, what do you want me to do?
Mm-hmm.
If you want to just vent, just tell me, but like, I can't do anything. I don't have a time machine. Like, who hurt you? Yeah.
It's like, oh, you're gonna leave? Okay, good. Then I don't have to talk to you anymore.
Like, and I feel like we have to just acknowledge, we need to at least start publicly acknowledging that people are literally going insane. I've been working with this warranty issue all week, and I finally like leveled with the warranty department. I'm like, look, this lady called me in tears. I'm not going to call her back and tell her she has to do this all over again. I know you can just manually fix this. So like, between you and I, let's just not ruin this woman's day. Okay. It's like long pause on the phone. Yeah, we could do that. Like, all right, thank you.
Oh my gosh.
Just like,
why does it have to be that way?
Hoops to jump through, but everyone is suffering right now. Can you just do one tiny thing?
Yes. You could really make everyone's job and everyone's
Yes,
a
yes.
lot
I
easier.
mean,
Yeah.
oh yeah. I don't know if you just sigh and go like, well, the world's in shambles. Can you just work with me?
Just don't be a dick. Come
Yeah,
on.
it's such a simple thing, but gosh, some people, yeah. Yeah, everyone just needs hugs, and unfortunately, we can't really do that right now. So I guess I'm just gonna, I don't know,
No.
walk away slowly
No.
or fast. Walk away fast.
Yeah, walk away fast.
Back up his hair.
Yeah, put your hood
Decided
back
not
up.
to shower today because it's Saturday, and yeah, so I'm just gonna stay in the hoodie. Didn't want to put pants on, so I'm just gonna wear my pajama pants all day. I mean, this is most of my weekends anyway. Usually see me
Right.
I'm polished during the week because I have to be in front of people. That's right, everybody. You see my YouTube videos, that's polished.
Yeah. Yeah, speaking of, I gotta find the link to your news
Oh
news
yes.
thing. So
Yes, it's not too bad.
yeah, nice.
I always think it's great when you agree to go on TV and they're like, yep, you just need to be at 6:15 a.m. Cool.
Right.
All right, again.
It might be normal for you, but it isn't for me.
Yeah, it was a long day, but
yeah,
it was good.
Good.
It was fun.
It's calls back to the days when you were always on the radio.
Yeah, I mean, nothing prepares you. People always ask you, like, you're nervous about public speaking or pitching. I'm like, just go to the radio station like every week. Granted, usually we crack a beer or two open on the air, but
right,
like, as long as you don't drop any cuss words, you're usually fine.
Yeah, exactly. that explains my whole college radio career.
Yeah, very short radio career.
Oh, good. All right. Well, I don't really have much else.
Yeah, I don't really have anything else for now.
Yeah.
I know I got a couple of crazy weeks coming up, so hopefully I'll be able to get into something that keeps me sane.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll try this Wordle thing and just jump on board.
Right. I just got done with travel, so the next few weeks I'm going to be trying to figure out my next trip and see what I can get into, or I'm supposed to do another review it yourself where he really wants me to watch Dog Soldiers. So I'm gonna.
I mentioned.
Yeah. He thought that I'd really enjoy it. It's another werewolf movie.
Better get another bottle of peanut butter whiskey and brace yourselves.
I don't know. I was told that this one was a little bit better. So, but
well, I hope for both your sake it is. Although if it isn't, it'll still be really fun to listen to.
It'll still be. We'll make it. Fun.
I'll definitely listen to it. I listened to the entire thing. Like I say, it was a long episode, but it made my day. Laughing the whole time.
There wasn't a lot of lulls in that.
No,
it just kept on going. Yeah.
Yeah, you guys were vibing.
Exactly. All right.
Awesome.
Well,
I'll let you go, and I'm gonna try to contain my child who.
Yeah, he sounds like he's having a good time now.
Oh yeah, he's like broken all the crayons and he's showering them onto the couch. So. They were like they're like, I don't blame him. They are rose art crayons, so.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they were part of a Christmas gift. Yeah, rose art.
They're better to be
crayons
broken
are
up
practically
anyway.
Garbage. So I get it, kid. They should just go in the garbage. So.
Yeah. Most of the time they don't even color. It's just.
No, they're like anti-crayons. They're terrible.
Right. Or rose
your
art.
Parents, that's how you know your parents don't love you. They get you rose art crayons.
It was cheap and I found it somewhere.
We obviously are not sponsored by Rose Art. But hey, come at us, Crayola. We'll take your dollars.
Crayola all the way.
Yeah, hashtag Rose Art crayons are trash.
There we go.
We got it. Trouble. I'm going Twitter jail for that one. All right. Well, stay warm, keep your hoodie on, and have a great weekend.
All right. Sounds good. You too.
Bye.
Bye.